Trail cams have been one of the most helpful tools for capturing unexpected clips. There's a first for everything, and while most of them go unrecorded, sometimes people are lucky enough to capture some pretty amazing moments on camera. Anyone can easily snap a photo or record a video these days and upload it to the internet in a matter of seconds. There are many mysterious and weird videos among them. Some are even unexplainable, while some of these clips are not only surprising, but also very bizarre. So in this video, we are going to show you Trail Cam Captures What No One Was Supposed to See Part 24. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Chimpanzees tap dance. Okay, so we've seen a bear dancing, but what about a chimpanzee? Maybe chimps are the new kings of the swingers. For several years, Anne-Marie and Xavier Hubert Breyer have installed large mirrors on the rainforest of Naomi and Gabon on the west coast of Africa, close to the equatorial line, in order to film wild animals' reactions to their own reflections. In front of each mirror, digital infrared trap cameras are triggered by any movement of animals, monitored by a sensitive infrared motion sensor, and then automatically captured in pictures or video clips. Pretty interesting, right? What did these curious researchers find? A group of chimpanzees from this particular forest spent numerous hours in front of the mirror, and experts say that the behavior of some of these primates would even suggest that they recognize themselves in their reflection. We always knew chimps were smart, but the fact that they recognize their own reflection, it's all a bit Planet of the Apes, right? But then again, not all monkeys are born equal. Some chimps, as it turns out, don't quite know what their reflection is, instead perceiving the monkey in the mirror to be an invader or a threat. This particular chimp decides to intimidate the mirror monkey with some very weird tactics, including tap dancing to freak out the new stranger in his reflection. To impress their opponent with his height, these dance steps are performed standing upright on two legs, with bristly hair standing on end. The chimp uses powerful smacks and loud slaps with a cupped hand on the ground. To give these chimpanzees some credit, the true properties of the mirror are very difficult to understand by these chimpanzees who are unlike humans. We're not taught from an early age how mirrors work, because let's face it, how often do you find a mirror like this in the wild? It's not like there are any beauty salons in the middle of the jungle. We're sure if they grew up with mirrors, these smart chimps would understand perfectly what was going on. Until then, we get to watch them tap dance in the forest. Apex predator on trail cam. Meet the fossa, the unlikely apex predator that has been captured for the first time on trail cam. Fossa are terrier-sized cat-like relatives of mongoose with tails as long as their bodies. Like other top predators such as lions and wolves, they play a critical role ecologically in regulating the populations of their prey. They are capable hunters on land and in the trees, using their tails for balance and killing by biting through their prey skulls. Yikes, the fossa might look cute, but it's actually brutal. One study found that fossa was largely responsible for 2 lemur family groups disappearing from forests over a 2-year period. Yep, the little fossa is actually a cold-blooded killer. Just like much of Madagascar's wildlife, fossa are found nowhere else in the world, but scientists know little else about them. Including how many fossa there are, they are rarely difficult to see in the wild and lack unique coat patterns that would make it easy to distinguish individual animals. They weigh about 20 pounds and were thought to be solitary until 2010, when researchers observed 3 male fossa working together to kill a lemur. Sometimes trail cams capture creepy moments you wish you'd never seen, and sometimes trail cams will reveal information that experts have been desperate to learn. The power of the humble trail cam is immense. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now let's get back to our topic. Obsessed with a mirror. Do you know of anyone who's obsessed with their own reflection? Well, when French photographer Xavier Hubert Breyer set up a large mirror in the Gabon rainforest, he wanted to see how animals would react to their own reflections, and their reflections turned out to be pretty interesting. Now, if we were to guess which animal would fall in love with their own visit in the mirror, we'd probably guess it would be a cat. And you know it was a leopard, to be precise. The experiment found that a wild leopard fell in love with his own reflection. He would rub his reflection, coating the mirror with the oils that protect his fur, grease from his paw pads, and dribble. During one of his visits, cameras caught the leopard being interrupted by a herd of boisterous elephants. The herd chased him off, but did not seem as enamored with their own reflections as the elegant big cat. Yes, the only thing that could separate this leopard from admiring his own reflection was the risk of a giant elephant trampling him. Okay, I think we all know someone who is that vain in real life. We wonder if that leopard is still out there staring at himself in the jungle mirror. Short-eared dog. From one rarely spotted creature to another native to South America, it's the short-eared dog, aka small-eared dog or short-eared Zorro. They prefer the lowland rainforest like terra firma forests and bamboo areas of the Amazon near streams, rivers, or swamps. Zorros were first discovered in 1969, but scientists still know surprisingly little about them half a century later due to diseases transmitted by domesticated dogs and rapid habitat loss. Luckily, trail cams have revealed the comings and goings of the short-eared dog, allowing scientists to learn a bit more about them and their day-to-day lives. Short-eared Zorros can be found in Bolivia, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru. These dogs actually move more like cats do with a slinky motion, and to mark their territory, they will spray a stinky musk from glands located at the base of their tail base. Basically, it's like a cross between a skunk, a dog, and a cat. Pretty weird, right? Not only that, but the short-eared dog has partially webbed paws to help with swimming and moving on the slippery ground near water. Leopards and jaguars are their main predators, and unlike other dogs you might know, they eat tons of fruit, playing a super important role as a seed disperser in the Amazon rainforest. Yep, this dog is like no other dog in the world, and thanks to the power of trail cams, we know exactly what they are up to. And apparently, it's running away from jaguars and chowing down on fruit. What a life. A mass trespasser. In the relatively weird section of YouTube, there lies Homesteading Off the Grid, a channel dedicated to unlocking answers behind mysterious happenings in the YouTuber's own backyard, and as suggested by the name in his home, which literally lies off the grid. He claims to have taped loud, unnerving noises of huge animals or monsters, and in some of his uploads, fleeting apparitions, yet amongst those one had conclusively been the scariest. A stranger skulking on his land, possibly aware that homesteading off the grid has a knack for using cameras and monitoring his vast estate, the trespasser came prepared. He donned long black clothing and a horrific mask to stay anonymous. Unfortunately for him, this simultaneously provided disadvantages as it slowed down his movement. Dancing deer. Scientists have been left perplexed as a deer shows off his dance moves at Yellowstone. Wildlife officials at Yellowstone National Park were left flabbergasted by the energetic behavior of a dancing deer seen on a remote trail camera. Nature cameras are typically used to give scientists a look at animal behaviors in the wild that would be otherwise difficult or unsafe to obtain, and this footage posted to Facebook by Yellowstone National Park in August shows a deer appearing to dance erratically and jump up and down. We wonder what music was playing in this deer's head when he started throwing shapes. We can't explain the deer's behavior in this video. The park said in a Facebook post that it allows us to be curious and potentially pursue the question, why is this deer behaving that way? Why indeed did the deer just feel the urge to get up and boogie? Or is there something wrong with the health of this woodland creature? It's a good thing that trail cams are set up in the park so that rangers can keep an eye on these amazing animals, and let's face it, who wouldn't love a video of a dancing deer? $2 epic scene. It's an epic scene that will take your breath away. Trail cameras posted by Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency officers caught two deer battling in nearby Hardeman County. Wildlife officers Amy and Bubba Spencer caught the great duel. On one of their trail cameras, Amy and Bubba think that these angry bucks were working out their issues over a small food plot in Hardeman County. Whatever these bucks were arguing over, it looks pretty serious. These territorial creatures certainly put on a show. The two woodland creatures clash with each other in the epic video, displaying their awesome natural strength and powerful antlers. One poke from those sharp prongs would be enough to put an eye out, not to mention how painful a swift kick from the hooves would be. Yep, one thing is for sure, we definitely wouldn't want to get in the way of two bucks wrecking it out. We just hope these deer manners figure issues out before things got too ugly. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.